Welcome to Moving Through and Beyond, a podcast dedicated to sharing inspired journeys of redefining life, vision, and purpose after immense hardship and grief. My goal with this podcast is to give you hope and to let my guest journeys inspire you to make the choice to keep looking up. I'm your host, Carey Conley. Here's what I want to share with you all this time of year, and I've taught a training on this for literally many years now, and I call it How You End This Year is How You Start Next Year. So many people statistically gave up on their goals and all the things that they want to achieve this year months ago. And when I was running my first business, the very first thing I learned was to not take my foot off the gas. As a matter of fact, it was interesting that the company that I was with would launch a trip incentive, and I'm all about trips. They would launch it in December. And the reason they would launch the trip in December and they would double the points that month is that they knew that most people had already given up. And they were just saying, it's the holidays, it's too busy, I can't work on my business right now, I'm just going to wait until January. And I knew that if I really ended my year really strong and blew it out, matched the points, the whole thing, I was halfway to earning the trip already. But here's my bigger point with this. How I ended the year with that momentum on a high was how I went into the next year. And unfortunately, what most people do is say, like I was saying a minute ago, I understand that I need to really stay in, keep my head in the game and all the things, but it's just too much. It's too busy. I'm going to start in January. But here's the thing that happens. When you do that, when you take the time off, October, November, December, thinking you can just January 1 flip the switch and it's all still there, it is not. And it takes you a good 60 to 90 days to rebuild that momentum. So you can't just stop it and think it's still going to be there. You have to end on a high so that you go into the next year already on a high, and the momentum is already there. If you found this episode inspiring or helpful, please share it with a friend or a family member. In order to be successful on this mission, I can't do it alone. Connect with me at www.careyconley.com, and don't forget to sign up for my weekly Do It On Purpose newsletter. Let's build this life-giving vision movement together to end this epidemic, save lives, and create purpose.